Speak to our correspondent, Yena Lee. Hello to you, Yena. So, troublemaker, one way that Beijing has characterized him. What else have you heard about Lai Ching-te from China's leadership?
Well, Chinese authorities and Chinese state media have in turn described Lai Ching-te as a die-hard successionist, a separatist, and a severe danger. He's viewed as being even more anti-Beijing than Tsai Ing-wen. China just won't let go of that statement he made back in 2017 when he described himself as a pragmatic worker for Taiwan independence. Statements that he has since clarified and toned down. But the fact of the matter is Beijing despises the party he works for, the DPP, and the direction this party has been taking. The progressives have been leaning into Taiwan's changing society, focusing on rights issues and presenting new political narratives about what it means to be a Taiwanese, discussing a Taiwanese identity that is separate to that of China. That's what particularly irks Beijing. For authorities here, Taiwan is an integral part of its territory. These elections and their outcomes are for them internal matters, domestic affairs. Ahead of the elections, in fact, they framed this vote as a choice between war and peace, insinuating then that choosing Lai is a provocation for them. So we can definitely expect some heightened tensions ahead of Lai's inauguration in May, even if US-China relations have improved.
You know, while you were speaking, we got on the wires, Lai Ching-te saying, "We hope that China will understand that only peace benefits both sides." I'm guessing that's a bit optimistic. Where do you think this will leave cross-strait ties?
Well, it's going to be very rocky. We can expect more of the same as what we've been seeing in recent years, and perhaps worse if Beijing increases its military pressure in the region, as it has been doing. Don't expect any sort of communication to be re-established between the DPP and Beijing, as Lai Ching-te, much like his predecessor, outgoing Tsai Ing-wen, refuses to agree to the 1992 consensus. Now, this is the idea that there is only one China, with each side opting to agree to disagree on which China they're actually talking about. But for Lai, Taiwan is already an independent and sovereign nation, so there's no need to officially declare independence, and there's also no need to pretend that there's only one China. And remember, this was a continuity ticket. Lai was Tsai's vice president. Much of her trademark policies on cross-strait issues were likely to continue, such as Taipei's efforts to increase cooperation with Southeast Asia, South Asia, Australia, New Zealand, as well as focusing on developing the archipelago's military defenses. Another key person to look out for is the VP-elect, Taiwan's former envoy to Washington, who's likely to use her contacts and experience to try and boost Taiwan's presence on the international stage. However, the DPP's policies might not always go through, though it all does depend on if they manage to win a comfortable majority in the legislative yuan or not, or if not, they'll be forced to compromise with other parties on these issues.
All right, Yena, thank you very much. Yena Lee reporting from Beijing.